Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Okay,
You
we're
got it.
live there now.
You want to try the Facebook again or not really?
I don't know. Can we?
So for the people on Facebook, thank you for being there. We're just trying these new Zoom for the Facebook for the class, but we were trying to do the usual Facebook Live, just to have like the discussion like on the table and everything. But we're having, as usual, technical difficulties with that one. So thank you for waiting. It won't be long. At least for now, you are having the.
You're talking on Facebook?
Yes, I'm
I'm
talking
not
on
on
Facebook.
Facebook yet.
Yes, you are because you're on the Zoom. It's a good time that I say that, but you don't believe.
So he sang the song, and then he said, "Don't cry," and then he bowed again. And he walked with the lights going out, because the light was on.
So where are these people watching from, Steve? All over the world?
Yeah, there's people from all over the world.
About this.
So it was like-
Know about you.
Yeah.
So they're, when you say all over not just North America.
And the guy from
No, there's later on the live stream, you'll see there's people that join us from everywhere, from England, from France, from all over the States. You know.
How long does it take for them to get aware of what you're doing? Does it take, do they tell each other, or is it just it takes years? Or?
Well, we've only been on now for I think 3 years, so it's taken 3 years to get to this stage. It's a slow process because we're not like advertising, pushing ourselves out there. It's only word of mouth, so it's moving pretty fast actually when you consider that. Okay.
Last week, I had a direct the Mohawks for the Seth Rogen film here.
Do I need the live
Got a huge,
Facebook Live
What was the name of
if we got that Zoom there?
And they just saying that we don't hear you.
Who?
You do?
And I wrote.
Don't hear me?
They sent emails.
Good, I was swearing.
You're far away from the microphone.
You don't want to hear me swearing.
I was there 3 days. Huge.
I have to tell my family, what do they look? So,
Yeah, that's the biggest thing being shot in Montreal right now. That place is full of people. American directors. I was the only one. I'm the only real American here. You know,
Where were you? You were born in.
Turtle Island.
Where is that?
That's America. Just divided up like that.
he just made a film with Seth Rogen.
Mhm.
You translated the,
Yeah, well,
Text.
I had to teach the actors the Mohawk because they have different 4, 5, 6 different roles. And then some of them I couldn't say it. They put the earpiece on, and I was way far away, like directors do, and I could speak to them. And basically, some of them I did the whole part, but it's their voice that if they say right after me, they repeat. And they were real good professional actors. They look good. It's going to look good when the film comes out.
we have to go see it.
They wanted to give me a lead role because I am an actor, but I had to shave my head. And I said, no, I'm not doing
Oh, you shouldn't shake your head,
No.
it's beautiful. How long?
You had to. Why would you have to shave your head?
that. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, keep that thing.
I think we're
Yeah, we are live. Yeah,
okay. How's this? I can't. Let me see.
that's good. That's perfect. That's what you're seeing right there.
I'll be on the credit. I'll be on the credits anyway. You know?
And you
Okay.
have to come here to the microphone so people hear you, because if you're there, they don't hear you.
Okay. Smokes. Man, this technology.
There's no one shot.
Quebec.
She's trying to help us.
She's
From over there.
coaching you at a distance.
This is
Coaching us.
this is her microphone. She does. Look at that thing. That thing picks up. We used it the first time last night. It looks really good.
So
Okay.
I guess says that everything.
No, it's okay. No, it'll be better just leave the Zoom like that.
Yeah.
You
You?
You are.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Originally, what they can say, one do go to that road and so I got this again, what's it up? Go and then I also go to go some country to go out and people must start there. You're going to go road that I turn and go that's the body and the rest of it, you go to know you go to the walk the chant and the walk the chant. Then they are actually go to the option to all the deck. It's a camera and TV star and look at and the person to my hood there. In adesso si nota un paio di minuti coordinate al suono dovuto al suono si dettono le tecniche di genere chiesto su tutto il turno fino al suono mi chiede che lontani che delle eliminate Ghana sono cavo si nota esatto non ha di anche con una bomba se mi dio che ci sono delle milioni che di una soluzione si tutto un po' milione che ti ecco da donna takkeste, ecco da dauneste, che ne hanno duni per il tozzo. Cosa kennen guardate di are? Oh, ogni di are, quindi ora si capisce che ogni da come si che mi cupa, lì si che ne ha, questo si vuole che lo posso, non si capisce se non mi now over, see the good gas lift.
Yeah. Well, I want to get the way to joke once we don't see you, Snarty. Good see dance video, you're just going to energy and budget's going to start. I'm not talking. Okay, just gonna give a brief explanation to everybody because we're trying a new something tonight. We're trying something new, anyways. I don't know how to describe it, but we've been having problems with Facebook. They've been basically, it seems like they're censoring us whenever we're doing the stuff that we're doing. We're trying at Facebook Live, but guaranteed that's going to cut out. YouTube Live also. And we also have in-house with us tonight some guests that are doing a small documentary, and they're with us also recording. So just for everybody's sake to know what is happening while it's happening, the purpose here in what we're doing is to translate the Great Law of Peace back into Kanienkeha. As we know that approximately 150 years ago that the chiefs of the Confederacy had seen that the people were losing the knowledge of the law. And so the chiefs had written it down at that time, but as we all know, there was none of our people who knew how to write at that time. So it was written by a non-native person, by spoken, has the current English versions of the Great Law of Peace. There is right now no version, no written Great Law. They all have with male dominance, and the law itself is compromised when there is words of male dominance. So this process is, like I said, it's about 150 years. We started about a little over 10 years ago now. Had to draw out of the past that, as he identified, that these words, some certain words haven't been used, or he hasn't even heard these words in like over 100 years. So it's the old meaning, the old sentiment that this process is returning, where today, because of the male dominance and everybody's being indoctrinated into religification, that most of the people have lost their thinking of law. And so when you lose your thinking of law, anything that you're going to speak, of course, is going to be spoken outside of law. So this is a process that is crucial not only to us, but it's crucial to people around the world. It is a template. This process is a template as how other languages that have been distorted through time, through religification and other things, that they can use this as a template to get back their true meanings of their true words or sentiments that perhaps references to certain things haven't been around now for, like us, hundreds of years. Anyways, we're just going to get right into the process. We got a very short wampum tonight, and yeah, so we're going to do it. There you go. No. Okay, so, all right. We're just going to continue the way we usually do it. I'll read it in English while Gerda will go over it in Kanienkeha. And what Gerda does is make sure that whatever I'm reading in English, he's going to make sure that what's there in Kanienkeha fits the English, and I make sure that the English fits the Kanienkeha. So it's like a two-tier process here that's working on getting the proper translation from two different languages. Okay, so this is wampum 76. What is this under? Is this still rights of foreign nations?
Yeah.
Okay, this is still under rights of foreign nations. Whenever a foreign nation,
Okay, before she starts, over here, shall endeavor underneath SC. Yogun trek se. Yogun trek se get. Say get. It's not a H, it's a K.
Okay.
K-E.
here, when you come over here, if you can just take this with you.
She said it, picked it up.
Yeah. I tell you, let us know if it doesn't work.
Yeah, but if he's up there and he's facing that
Yeah,
way.
that's true. That's true.
Okay, so this is wampum 76. It's under rights of foreign nations. Whenever a foreign nation enters the Confederacy,
Got the one that you jade, or you jade, they got him janara.
or accepts the Great Peace, an agreement and treaty shall be entered into.
Look at this, Ogucheno asked the Guana Skona. Do you did it when you're done it on a gora, or go in a dog?
By which the foreign nation shall endeavor
Let you jage, you could threats again.
to persuade other nations to accept the Great Peace.
Naguadi Nigoraya Dasta, you Zatenu, Agudiana Guana Skona. That's all, looks good.
Okay, we'll do it again. Whenever a foreign nation enters the Confederacy,
That's going to want to jade, or you jade, they got him janara.
or accepts the Great Peace, an agreement and treaty shall be entered into.
Toganis Gucheno asked the Gowana Skona. Do you did it when you're done it on a gora, you go in a dog?
By which the foreign nation shall endeavor
Let you jage, you could be rex again.
to persuade other nations to accept the Great Peace.
Naguadi Nigoraya Dasta, you Zatenu, Agudiana Gowana Skona.
Okay, I think there's a little issue whenever a foreign nation enters. Do we have the wampum before that? We have to see the wampum before that. Because right there, it kind of leaves it vague when they say they enter. It doesn't, it depends on what's in the wampum before that, because it could be adoption, it could be refugee status, it could be many different
Well,
things.
you wouldn't get in on refugee status, it's just a temporary basis.
Well, take for instance the Tuscarora. That's refugee status, and look, they've been with us now for over 150 years, and it's been altered to the point of where people now are identifying us as the Six Nations.
There you have it.
Okay, that's the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just read it in English. When the chiefs of the Confederacy decide to admit a foreign nation and an adoption is made, the chief shall inform the adopted nation that it is only temporary. Okay, so they're talking only about adoption. They shall also say to the nation, it's not try to control and defeat it, but disregard the great peace, nor any of its rules and customs that have been established. Should the adopted nation disregard this intention, the adopted shall be annulled. The expulsion shall be from the nation of the war chiefs. Okay, so it's about adoption, not a chiefs. Okay, we don't need to see the rest there. We can go back to the.
And I just wanted to make sure too that we are still in the rights of all nations, but I think it's pretty certain that just.
Well, don't worry about it. That. Don't matter. That don't matter. Whenever a foreign nation enters, okay, in Kanienkeha, what is the word for enter there? What identifies enter?
Okay, no, generous. Oh, yeah, the Hwayonda. But that's, you see, that you enter within the law.
Where is that?
The Hwayonda. It's gone.
No, I'm talking about up.
Whenever a foreign nation enters, no, that you oh, are you Jada? Are you Jada?
Okay, right here, this. It's REN, right?
Okay, are you Jada? Oh, yeah.
You gotta take out that R.
I take the R.
I own John there. And what does that identify?
It's to enter, join. Enter and join is the same thing.
Okay. Enters the Confederacy.
You're actually coming into the picture. That's what Ayurveda that it means. You're actually coming to a picture, like a photo. You're part of the photo. There were no photos, so entering the picture was always a prelude to the camera. So we were ahead of our time.
Okay, then you know what? This here, then, to fit that word, enter, that should not be Confederacy. That should be Longhouse, Gun Assessment.
Change it to necessity. Yeah, change it to necessity. Which already implies it.
Gun, isn't that NON? Gun Assessment?
Necessity. Yeah, KN. KNNON. Yeah, NON.
No.
NON.
Yeah.
SCSNE. Oh, we have to put a H in there because it's the base. NONH, Ganu, Sessi.
Okay, wait a minute.
Because it also says Ganu, also says it's the base and the medicine.
When is that genderized or is that?
No, there's no gender. It's all inclusive, non-gender. It's like a neutral.
Okay, then it should be.
Okay,
it should be our mother's house.
Okay, then it would be erase everything. Read it. A apostrophe O apostrophe TI NONH SESNE SESNE. Well, then that's the one. It's the women's house.
So in English, okay, write this and we'll see if it fits in Moha. Enters. Whenever a foreign nation enters, just put our mother's house. Take out Longhouse and see how that fits. because it was already previously identified about our mother's house and territory, all of that, so it's known that it's gonna Cessna. Okay, I'll read it in English. You read that and see if it fits. Whenever a foreign nation enters our mother's house,
That's gonna want to film zade oyuncağı Odin ses. Okay, then we'll have to change the oyuncağı is agucağı. A-K-O-N. Just take the I out and put a K in there.
right there,
Oyuncağı,
right there.
take the I out, put a K, and that makes it. We're dealing with the other women nation that's joining. They're joining, so they're joining according to our rules. Agudi Agu Jada Odin Sesna. Yeah, Agu Jada Odin Sesna.
And what does that identify?
For the female chiefs to join in the female chiefs' house.
Our mother's house. Okay, enters the house of our mother's.
Yeah, but I think the English enters is not the right one. It's to join. Enters just like you're coming in to visit, but here you're joining. But see, and then us, when we write a good job, that means they're joining. They're not entering.
Generalized because it's talking about people that are adopted, people who come under refugee, because people who come under refugee are not joining us, they're not being adopted. So it's a general application for whoever comes in under whatever policy. If they're being adopted, if they're refugee, if they're what else would there be?
Then you
That would
would
be it.
say there, look, Agua studies there. Agua studies there. They wouldn't be joined. That means they come under a safe place.
Then that would only be refugee. And then that would not apply to those who are seeking adoption.
Right. So I just wanted to put it out
Yeah,
there
I
because-
remember because whenever we were saying how do we say under the protection that applies to me,
Mhm.
the word is Ayetino
studies there because we're
and it's
We're
you
putting
told me
it-
that it was
we're coming in a safe place now
under the protection of the house.
Okay, the only thing I don't like too much here in the English is that it doesn't say our mothers of the Five Nations Longhouse Confederacy, but it's already implied and identified in all the other wampums ahead. So here it's kind of like a nutshell type of thing, which it's still okay.
Gayuni right away tells it anyway, it's law, so it's not really the mother's house as much as the nation's house.
Okay, so let's try that again and see how if there's any burrs there. Whenever a foreign nation enters our mother's house, or accepts the great peace, an agreement and treaty shall be entered into. Okay, it's just in English. And has to be changed to or there. An agreement or treaty. Because if it was somebody seeking out adoption, there wouldn't be a treaty. Okay, so or it doesn't change it in. To persuade other nations to accept the great peace. Okay, so we'll just follow, you know. Gatke Nawando. Yohunzade,
Agujadara,
Agunjadara,
Odinu Sesne,
Odinu Sesne,
Doganis,
Doganis,
Ogujena Waste,
Agujena Weste,
Koana Skona,
Kawana Skana,
Yudiri Hoyondane,
Dayadi Wayondane,
Dano Onegora,
Dano Onagora,
Ugoyen Dam,
Agoyana Dan,
Netiumzade,
Neti Yohunzade,
Yungutrege,
Yongutrege,
Naguadi Niguraya Dasta, Naguadi Niguraya
Wait,
Dasta,
there was something you forgot there. Yagutrege,
Yagutrexege,
Yagutrets,
Susarigus, and then Naguadi Niguraya Dasta,
Nagu Wadini Guaya Dasta,
Tiohunza Denu,
Yohunza Denu,
Agudiana,
Agudiana,
Goana Skona.
Gowana Skana. Okay, wait, there was something up here.
Okay, we got to change Agudiana to Agujena, because they're taking a hold of the Unagora.
Down on the bottom here, huh?
Yeah, Agudiana is just to touch it. This is to take hold.
What do you think?
Agujena. We have it up there already. Agujena. Right here, Agujena. See? The great piece right down below, Agujena. So you just put that there. Because the Agujena means just to hold it. Here.
See, because
Okay.
up here you got EKON, and here it's AKON.
It's supposed. It's like the real either or, but you can change one to an E, or both to E or both to A. I would leave it at, put both of them as E, Mugugenowaste. Take the A out of the last one, Mugugenowaste, yeah.
Gotta put an EN. Okay, and up here, Skana Deyodiwayandame. That's, yeah. It's two separate words,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right, that's the only thing that I see. We'll keep following you. We'll have to do it.
Agujandara,
Agujandara,
Odino Sesne,
Odinu Sesne,
Doganis,
Doganis,
Mugugenowaste,
Agujanawaste,
Goana Skona,
Awanaskana,
Yudigi Hoyondane,
Tayandariwayandame,
Dana Onegora,
Dana Onagora,
Ugawayana Dam,
Agawayana Dan,
Netiumzade,
Netiumzade,
Yonkutre, Trexege,
Nogutreksege,
Naguadini Guraya Dasta,
Naguwadini Gunayas, Dasta,
Dasta, Tihunzadenu,
Tihunzadenya,
Ungujenoaste,
Agujanawaste,
Goana Skona.
Awanaskana. In the third line, the last word, Yaguntre, is that?
To like push, to endeavor, like to push forward. They're always pushing. They're never letting up on the gas pedal. You get Trexege.
Okay, on endeavor, put a slash, and push forward.
There's somebody there that's determined to do something. Yeah, determination.
Well, this whole wampum, to think in that frame of mind of a nation that would actually get to that stage, they would be already, like say, they would have to be people who are running from corruption. Because if they were coming from the same level of peace as us, they would have no reason to seek out protection or adopt a person or a nation that is coming from
a corruption already, like some type of oppression or something. So that those people would be very, it would be their agenda to push forward. We'll do it a few more times.
Okay. Gatkenawando,
Gatkenawando,
Tionzade,
Tiohunzade,
Agujadara,
Agujadara,
Odinusesne,
Audinosesne,
Doganis,
Doganis,
Goanaskana,
Goanaskana,
Tudiriwayondane,
Danyardi, Wayondame,
Dana Onegora,
Dana Onagora,
Ukawiyanadam,
Ugawanadam,
Netionzade,
Netionzade,
Yogutrexege,
Yagutrexege,
Lagoadini Gunraya Dasta,
Naguadini Gunayadasta,
Tionzadenu,
Yunzadenu.
Ugujenoa.
Is that all we're doing, or are we?
No, I like studying. That was
Yeah, I know.
2 hours?
Yeah,
Because of the pain.
pain. I took a pill, didn't even work. Like it's moving down.
I'm trying to photograph so I can
Okay,
put the translations.
in your shoulder,
It was in my neck and it moved down. In your arm.
or like a cold?
Oh, it felt like flames coming out of my head. Hey. You know, when you're a baby, that soft part, felt like there was something shooting through. Man, it hurt. But I can't do nothing about it. It hurt. So I couldn't sleep. I woke up, it was 3 o'clock.
Is that from your injury?
I guess so, yeah. Everything started looking back.
Or do you get those every once in a while?
Just starting out, because I'm getting older.
Well, you never had that before. You could rub that in, and that would be like a massage and the pain for the same time.
I was thinking when I was at the house, I said, shit, I don't want to cancel. I said, it's a short walk.
Okay, so let's not keep you here any longer then. We're not gonna bother trying to go in over it, so let's just close it up so you can do what you gotta do then.
No problem?
Try to get this as close as possible.
Kanienkeha Class. Evidente está no Saustra, Cinik en extranjero, agora uma consulta com uma quatro. Dalinya. Kanienkeha Class adalah serangan yang unsura dan asistensi umum dan asistensi umum. Nova congregação. Interessante.
That are watching, just to get a little brainstorm going here. Maybe somebody could help us with this for next week or in the coming weeks. That you see what we're doing. We want to be able to have do the Zoom and have that live where we can show the written, have the written screen there, and where we could also show Wayagirdo as he's reading it off. So if any contact us during the week and let us know how we can do this properly.
It's Angel's fault.
Yeah. Well, Angel got us this microphone.
She's already fighting at their teeth.
Okay, then now we'll go.
Let's see.
Andrea says that she thinks that she's got some.
That's some good